Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up, bye up. In a menudo style and direct fashion, we're going to get straight to the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content, the gun kicks. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and I'm very appreciative. So gracias, thank you, and all the good stuff, right? So I'm getting questioned a lot. I'm getting questioned. It's been happening for a while. So let me dispel all the rumors and all the bullshit right off the top, man. The question that I'm getting asked, or I'm getting told basically, is that I show the Southsiders too much love on my channel and I'm not showing the Norteño or the Northern Raza enough love, man. Being a guy that's from Northern California, an ex-Norteño, right? That I just do too much. I just show the Southsiders too much love. And I'm getting questioned in my integrity of what I'm doing. There's been a lot of authors that say, you know what, Gun? Name one Southerner or Southern channel that shows the Norteños any type of love, right? And I can sit here and say I don't see it happen much. That's a fact, man. But I ain't showing anybody love. I'm showing everybody respect. See, respect and love are two different words. You know, I grew up with the Norteño philosophies and I still hold those in the core of my heart. Like, I'll never forget where I come from. I'll never forget the pegadas I did, the fucking business I handled, who were the oppositions, who posed the most threat to me. I'll never forget any of that. You don't just forget, but you can forgive, right? Now, at the same time, here's the difference with me and a lot of other Northern content creators. I don't come on YouTube to slander the other side. I don't come on YouTube to talk shit about people or to minimize their contributions to the brown cause, right? I got nothing but respect for North and South. And I know sometimes, you know, people ain't trying to hear that. People are still trying to gangbang. They're trying to pick and choose the stories and the narratives they want pushed. But that's not me. That's not what I'm here for. I'll never fucking deny what I was or what my beliefs are, even to this day. That doesn't mean I still want to be part of the gangbanging lifestyle. That doesn't mean I still want to fucking oppose those who opposed us. Not at all. And I recognize the stories and I see it all the time. I just did a video the other day on Crazy Hood Media pushing that agenda and that narrative. Every time, you know, he talks about the Norte, there's a choke up in his voice, or there's a slight diss or a disrespect. That's not me. When it comes to the Southern raza, right? I show the utmost respect because that's all I've mostly been shown by them. Okay, it's not to slight or diss the homies or the Norteños at all. You know, sometimes people nitpick and they think, hey man, what the fuck is this guy doing showing Southsiders any type of respect? What are you doing not? Okay, what have they done to you personally that makes you feel any type of way? They've never done anything to me, man, besides handle business when they were supposed to handle it, and vice versa, right? Do you think that I've never put hands on a Southsider or they've never put hands on me? Well, I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. We've done that plenty of times, right? But I always was able to understand with the education that was instilled in me how to separate personal from business. And it was merely business. You see, there's a lot of Norteños and Southsiders functioning within the walls right now as we speak today. Busting spreads together, doing pegadas together, handling business on them yardas together against what they feel is an opposition that opposes them, meaning the non-actives or the dropouts or whatever. So to sit here on YouTube, on a social media platform, and push an agenda against one another, that's not my place. I'm not active. I don't get anything out of that. I don't respect it, and I'm not going to do it, right? But as far as me showing the Southsiders more love on my channel, I think I show everyone the equal amount of respect. If I see something I don't like, if I see a Southsider pushing a narrative or an agenda on a Norteño, I speak up in behalf of the Northern Collective. And I'm always going to do that. And if I see vice versa, Northerners fucking pushing an agenda on the Southsiders, I'm going to speak up for the Southerners because at the end of the day, I'm brown however you want to slice it or dice it. I don't represent the North nor the South, but I'm always going to represent what's right. And what's right is our people as a whole, as a collective, getting ahead. That's what my agenda is. The coming together of like-mindedness to push for our people, right? Now, my people back in the days were the Norteño cause. We're Norteños, first and foremost. I've never denied that, never try to minimize that. I tell my jokes. Sometimes sometimes I make people upset with the jokes that I tell. But I'm taking this craziness world, this world that we live in, and I'm putting a smile on each other's faces. I'm letting you guys know it ain't that serious, but it can become that serious. Now, when I get told, hey, bro, why are you showing them guys so much love and respect? I only treat others with respect that treat me with respect. But as a whole carro, I've seen nothing but realness. I'm not going to sit here and say, because I was a Norteño in the past, I have some types of animosity against the Southsiders. I don't, and I will not, right? I don't, I have friends that are Southerners. I have a lot of homeboys that are still Norteños pushing that motherfucking cause, and I see where they're coming from. Do you understand that I was a firm and true believer? That's why I'm in the situation I'm in now, because I believed in victory to the fullest for the homeboys. No matter what. I don't care if someone got removed unjustly. Hey, that was the situation you found yourself in. That's on you. Did I like it? No. Was I a part of it? Yes. There was plenty of times I was on the other side of that pencil whipping people, getting them caught up as well. I didn't care. All I cared about at that time was only the strong survive. Only survival to the fittest. That's what we're taught. That's what's bred and educated into us as Norteños. We don't have no time for basura. We didn't have no time for any riff-raff bullshit. It was those that can maintain and function together as a whole rather than just take on scragglers. That was always our philosophy. Now, the Southerners, I can't go into the details of their program and what their beliefs were because I was never part of that. But I can explain this to you. As a youngster, being blessed and sent to a Southern facility in the Youth Authority was probably the best thing that could have happened to a Norteño's mindset. And let me explain to you why and how I took those little crumbs and that little education I got down there and I applied it to my life. Because it was an eye-opening experience to who I really was fighting, why I really was fighting, how those functioned on the other side of what I had going on. And I didn't see much differences. There might have been a difference in slang, a difference in the way Vatos carry themselves. But at the end of the day, I realized they were doing the exact same thing we were. Okay? What they were doing was pushing for their people, trying to handle their business. Do you know how many times Southsiders showed me respect and love? Now, they showed me love. There was plenty of times I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Little Ray from Puente. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't from Negro from Pomona 12th Street Sharkies. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Crazy Boy from Florencia. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't from Grumpy from 18th Street, right? These guys could have easily turned the cheek and let Vatos jump on me, stab me, battery pack me. There was so many situations where that did happen. People talk about the struggle. Norteños talk about the struggle. Southsiders talk about what they go through. I lived it, okay? I went to school areas by myself day after day after day, getting battery packed, jumped on, stomped on, fucking, motherfuckers taking their fucking sucker shots from the side and all that. And I still didn't hate the next man. I just was waiting on my time to get mines back. And there was plenty of times I took flight first. I went with the mentality that day, enough was enough. I'm gonna fucking get off where I'm at. That's the truth. You would think someone like me would hate the Southsiders and what they represent. But I didn't. I recognized that amongst that collective, amongst them people, there were Vatos that could care less about the Norteños, didn't hate us, didn't have nothing bad to say about us. They were more concerned with their enemigos and what they had going on. People that actually clapped and killed their homeboys. There was times when I felt, and I talk about Little Ray the most from Puente, and I'll explain this to you. That situation, I was a done deal. I was in that school area, in that classroom, and I heard the word. The whispers were there. They were going to book me that day. Chino from Hawaiian Gardens had something for me. Facts. And if it wasn't for Little Ray from Puente stepping up and saying, hey, bro, why don't you take that fade heads up like a man instead of fucking stabbing this dude when his back's turned towards you, I would be gone. They had a big ass piece that was discovered, right? It was ugly for me. I'll forever be indebted. And I repaid my debt to that guy. When that guy got to Northern California and Carl Holton, and he got there and I seen him on his bunk, he was like, hey, bro, what the fuck? They set me up here. And I was like, don't trip, bro. I already got at all my homeboys. I'm going to get at him about you. You're straight. Ain't no one going to fuck with you. Now, that didn't mean I was going to protect him and he didn't have to defend himself. You got to do what you got to do, just like I did what I had to do. But at the same time, my homeboys are not going to jump you. And that was not the Norteño way anyways. We had rules against jumping the Southsiders, stomping them out, all that. Nah, handle your business like a man. And they actually had those rules too. Now, if it's a melee or a riot, whatever. There was no hatred in my heart. So now I'm grown up. Now I'm more of a man. Now I've realized and seen a lot of different situations. Have been on prison yards where I have not a sopa to my name. My homeboys from my barrio, Norteños, are not sending me a sopa. They're not writing me. They're outside on the streets trying to get at my old lady, stealing everything I have, right? That's cool. That's a personal thing between me and that individual. I'm not mad at all the Norteños because of what's going on. I understand when you sign up and you get incarcerated, that's part of the fucking game, right? But them Southsiders that were my vecinos, my next door neighbors, were sliding me sopas, sliding me CDs, buenos dias every morning, showing me the respect that I was giving them. I understood that, of course, if something cracked off, these would be my targets. And I was their target because they were easily accessible. These were the guys I could get at. They were the closest ones to me. Imagine living like that. The same guys that are feeding you, putting food in your fucking mouth, food in your hands, showing you respect every day are the same dudes that you're plotting on to kill if you get a chance. That's how we lived. That was part of that plight. Okay, that's real. A lot of people can't say they've lived that. You got a lot of these fucking bums, these fucking dudes that come on YouTube and other social media platforms that wolf and bump baking soda breath back and forth about what they would do to someone, but they ain't doing that. They've never done that. I have. I've lived that, and I'm not living that life anymore. It's not about disrespecting one side or showing one side favoritism over the other. I will always be a Norteño whether you like it or not. I am a Chicano from Northern California, period. I'm always going to have that instilled, that education, that love and respect for my gente, first and foremost. Okay? Am I beloved, or do I got more support coming from the southern side than the northern side? Absolutely, obviously. I'm going to have that on YouTube. Do I have to cater to them more? I don't have to cater to anyone I don't fucking want to cater to, but I do have to show respect because my morals, the values that I stand on, what I stand on right here dictates that program. I have a true belief system. My belief system is I'm never going to forget where I came from, but I'm going to go where I'm going to go. That's it. So as far as do I show Southerners more love, I don't show any motherfucker love. Not Southsiders, not Northerners, not Bulldogs, but I do show everyone respect. You could take that however you want. My channel, when I started, I told people I never sugarcoated, never added preservatives, never hid my hand, never lied about my status, never said, oh, I'm still solid, I'm active. None of that. I said, I'm an ex-Northerner, a non-active Norteño, just doing a channel. You tap in if you want to laugh a little bit, hear some real gang stories, some real life situations, hopefully something that could help you in your life, put you on a better path. Now, I'm not here to sit there and hold your fucking hand and guide you to the promised land because guess what? I ain't even got there yet. So I don't even know how to get there, but I'm trying, homie. I'm definitely trying. If you want to get real, this is real. Okay, and I've gotten so much hatred from North and South. Probably more North than anything. Because my people, the people I'm derived from, where I come from, and best believe I just happened to grow up. My mother's from 18th Street. My father used to frequent LA all the time. Later on in life, yes, he started to go and gravitate towards the Northern Collective just based on that's where we were from, Northern California. But I have family members, Pepe, family members from Wilmas, people from Compton, Long Beach area. I got family. I show everyone respect. Them I show love because that's my personal family. But to sit here for people to say, hey, you show the Southsiders too much love, homie. You're not showing the homies enough love. I ain't showing none of you fuckers love. I don't love the fact that you guys are going against each other. I don't love the fact that the Mexicano people are made look stupid on social media platforms. I don't love the fact, that all I see is young kids doing pegadas and getting caught up. I don't love none of that. Do I respect it? No, I don't even respect it. I respect it when I see people showing each other respect, showing each other admiration, speaking the real. I love it when I watch Hoodstocks and I see Southsiders that have really done real time talk about the Norteños are just the other side of the coin. They're just like us. When I see things like that, I recognize and respect it. When I see young Dopey talk about how the Norteño shot him a package and how he has love and respect for the northern raza, like he said, man, I feel that because I've been in the same situations. So no, I'm not going to go in on Southsiders. If someone fucks up, I'm going to call it like I see it. I don't give a fuck where you're from. You know, but as far as do I show Southerners more love and respect? No. Now, having went down south, like I said, it was truly a blessing because I got to see actually with my own eyes how the enemy works, how they push, what their mindset is. I talked to a lot of Southsiders when I was down there. And to be honest and totally truthful with you, they didn't care, you know, what was going on. A lot of these guys, see, they're different in Southern California. Now, the upstaters is a different animal. And I've had upstaters get at me, damn, bro, you don't show us no love and respect. Hey, I keep it real, bro. Those were the ones that I shed blood with. Those were the ones that I felt some type of way about, right? But at the end of the day, they're brown too, so I'm not going to disrespect them either. I'm going to call it and keep it real. You know, I don't do the fakery bullshit. That's not my style. You know, I don't feel I'm obligated to fake it. I don't feel I'm obligated to push a narrative. I don't feel I'm obligated to slander one side or the other. Will I forever be a Norteño and have love for them? Always. You know, if I see a Norteño and a Southsider walking down the street, of course, more than likely, I'm going to gravitate towards the Northerner. Because we have a stilo about us. We have a mindset. We grew up the same. We can identify. Now, that doesn't mean I hate the Southerner. I'm going to try to do something to him. I'm going to try to apply pressure. Because first and foremost, I'm not living that gang-banging life. But second of all, man, that's a brown man walking down the street. I hate to see the bullshit and the shenanigans because I know it's really for nothing. It really is. If two Vatos are doing their thing and they're representing, as long as they don't disrespect each other and pose a threat to each other, why get off? You know, there's a bag to be made. There's family to be taken care of. That's my focus. That's my primary goal. So no, I don't think I show the Southsiders too much love. I show them respect. And that's why I get a lot of support from the Southern side, not the other side. Now, as far as the Norteños not showing me a lot of respect, there's Vatos that are Northerners that do tap into my channel that are like, hey, bro, why'd you say that about the Southerners? Or why'd you say that? Why not, homie? Something has to be said on some real shit. You know, when I see dudes that are pushing that still gangbanging narrative and talking shit and taking slight disses and subliminals, bro, to me, that's a cowardice act. I don't function with cowards, homie. My circle is not built upon cowardism. Okay, whether I'm active or not doesn't make me a punk. It means I'm living my life. I'm dictating my program. Do I believe that the Norteño cause is meant to manipulate gente and trick them into being something they're not? Absolutely not. That's not how it was found. That's not the foundation of it. That's not how the Constitution was wrote. That's not how the bonds were meant to be perceived. None of that. I understand all that, bro. I put a smile on my face and play the dumb role most of the time, but I was very educated into that plight. I educated a lot of others. I passed out bundles when I was in Tracy. I was a maestro at one point in time. I was a building channel. I was all that. Yard security. I know a little bit about everything, but something is meant to be spoken on and some things are not. When it comes to the South Side, I can't tell you all their procedures and programs, but when I see someone disrespecting them, even outside of the ethnicity, outside of the brown, when I see brothers and Southsiders going at it, yes, I'm going to defend the Southsiders. If they are in the right, if they're in the wrong, they're on their own. That's how I feel, right? I think we all tend to lean towards our people. This mindset of those aren't our people, homie, right? Why not? They eat tortillas just like you. You know, it's all about respect and you're going to get what you give. The energy you put out is what you're going to receive. I learned that a long time ago. Not too long, but a long time ago, right? So as far as the Norteños that are saying, hey, Gun, you're just showing them too much love. You're a Northern channel. I'm not a Northern channel, bro. I'm not a Southern channel. I'm a motherfucking brown channel, homie. For the people, all people. When I say brown, that's blacks too, because I don't see them as black. I see them as brown. That's just me. Woods, brother. I'm just a little bit darker than you, and I like coffee, so that makes me an honorary Wood. We're just going to do it like that. So I hope that answered the questions. Do I show Southsiders more love on my channel? I don't show anyone love on my channel, to be honest with you. I think I show everyone respect. If you could show me one video where I'm disrespecting North and South just because they're North and South, show me. And I'll fucking chew on my own words. But I think I've been one of the most solid content creators in being straight across the book. There's going to be videos you don't like. As a Norteño, you're going to see me speak on Southsider situations. and show them the respect that they got coming, and you're going to feel some type of way because you're laced up to feel that way. And as far as the Southsiders, you're going to see me showing Norteños love. You're going to be like, damn, Gun, why you got to go against the South? Well, first of all, homeboy, right? What do you expect me to do, bro? I'm not here pushing your narrative. I'm not here pushing none of that bullshit. Okay? I respect everyone, their get down, what they've been through. Show me a little bit of respect, right? Stop trying to pay me into that corner of being a northern channel or a southern channel or I'm not none of that, bro. I'm Gunner's channel. And Gunner's going to do what Gunner does, right? Just like I get a lot of hate because I did the video on Renegade Media, right? And, you know, I see things that other people see and other people are going to watch him. He does have a great channel. He does have great content. I understand that. There's no hatred there. But when I see disrespect being pointed at certain groups, for whatever, I don't give a fuck if you get high. I don't care if you manipulate the masses. I don't care if fucking some of the propaganda you put out ain't real. Who am I to speak on it? It's not my thing. I'm going to say what I have to say. Doesn't mean I hate the Vato. Doesn't mean I don't like his content. Doesn't mean I'm hating on him. Doesn't mean anything. But I feel as a Norteño that we once were, even if we're not still, non-active, we have certain standards and ways we carry ourselves. You can't sit there and ridicule the other side, the Southerners or the organizations, and not keep your fucking, your standards about yourself. See, we, as growing up as Norteños, the way we were laced and raised, we didn't care about the other side and what they were going through. It was all about, man, the progression of our people. So when I see someone like disrespecting, I'm like, this is not a place or a time for that. You're allowed to do whatever you want, freedom of speech, whatever. But man, it doesn't make the gente look great. It makes the gente look petty. And I would say the same thing on the Southern side. If there was Southerners doing it just like I did about Crazy Hood Media, like, damn, bro, why you got to be biased towards the Northerners all the time? Stop gangbanging. If you really want to bang, bang, homie, but do it outside of a keyboard. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. I hope I answered that question. Heavy's going to be the head that continues to always wear the crown, and I'm going to do what I do. And this is just straight up respect for everybody.